Right now, the market is so hot and interest rates are so low that it's going to create an opportunity for you to move on to the home that you might have dreamed you could never afford. We're back. It's Mike Frank with Berkshire Hathaway, Frank Oliver and Company, coming to you again on this beautiful day. It's finally a nice weather Monday. I feel like we've been fighting it, and yesterday was horrendous. So very excited to be back. And we're talking a little bit about could now be the time to sell your home. I think a lot of people wonder when is the right time, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we go into that, just a little bit of news from this past weekend. We had multiple offers on one of our newest listings. Very excited. I think the final count was 9. We might have even gotten a 10th one this morning. It's been nutty. Any great home priced appropriately is going to get multiple offers in today's market right now. We are also seeing many of our buyers competing, and that's been a difficult overcome for us to try and coach our buyers into that position to win those offers. So a couple of fun things happening from the weekend. We got under contract on a listing, got under contract on one of our buyers' homes, but we also have a couple other buyers out there that are submitting offers and they're just getting beat out, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So, why is today a good time to sell? Lower interest rates are the biggest thing. Interest rates falling mean that buyers have the capacity to buying more. And what that means for most people is that they can always afford a little bit outside of their price range. But what it really means for you as a seller is that a buyer is going to be able to afford a price range that they could not previously accomplish. So where you might have been able to sell your house for $250,000 last year, you might be able to sell it for $260,000 this year, right? So that's going to be the thing that may overcome your debt. It may overcome your accruing home equity line of credit. It could overcome any kind of issue that you may have had to allow you to move on and move into your next new home. It's also going to allow you as a seller to afford that much more home as you're looking to purchase down the road. So something to consider is certainly your mortgage interest rate and your overall monthly payment. Something else to consider when you're getting ready to list your home is that inventory is low. We're going to talk a little bit more about low inventory in the future, but I'm just curious to see when they do release the quarter stats, if inventory truly is low or if there's just a surplus of buyers. And I think truly that's the bigger precedent, is that there's a surplus of buyers creating a low inventory in the market. Not low for our area, not low for our average, but the surplus of buyers creates a frenzy that's going to allow for more people to be interested in more homes, and that creates that low inventory. Just a quality or supply versus demand is going to create that opportunity for you. If your house just isn't quite ready, you'd be amazed how quickly your home is going to become prepared for sale. So people often think that my house isn't ready, I need to stage it, I need to paint, I need to clean. But you know what? Once you find that next home that you're moving to, your home immediately becomes ready for sale because you put focus, time, and energy into creating the value that a buyer is going to see in your home. So for a lot of people, they feel as though it's an insurmountable mountain to climb to get their home ready to list. And something I would encourage you to think is, remember that you should be leaning on your realtor, someone to give you good advice, perhaps set you up with a staging company, set you up with a contractor that can help you accomplish these goals so that very, very quickly your house can become ready to list. It's not unheard of to take 2 or 3 months to get your home prepared for sale, but it's also not unheard of for something to happen as quickly as 2 or 3 weeks. So just talk with your real estate professional. Obviously, we'd love the opportunity to apply for the job, but just talk with them about what you're going to need to do to get your home ready to get onto the market. Now we're on the market. Where do we start? How do we get there? And I think that's a part of your marketability. It's a part of your marketing plan. It's something that we do a lot of talking about, and we express a lot of interest for our sellers as to what that's going to look like. But it's something that you should consider. You have to start with the quality of the home because that's not going to change. It's something that you've put in time, effort, and energy into getting your home ready for sale. And then you want to start with the price point that you're going to be ready to list your home at. And I think that there's an overachiever and an underachiever, but there's that perfect price, right? Go back to the 3 little pigs, right? And you're going to have that perfect price, something that's going to fit perfectly for the market. And that's where you want to start as far as your price point is concerned. And then you have your marketing, which is our job. And our marketing is going to kick off from day one. It's a back-ended process. That's something that's going to take on digital and print marketing, something that's going to take on phone calls and active and aggressive terms that we're going to bring to the table that's going to show everyone in the market, both in our industry as well as consumers, what is going to be coming in the next couple of weeks as you consider listing your home. And then we're going to get to that point where we start to market the home. And this is our active 20-point marketing strategy. It's everything from putting a postcard mailer out to your direct neighborhood, showing the neighbors that we're going to be selling the home, and we're going to communicate with them directly to help encourage a buyer to come to your open house, which is not just an open house. It's an active marketing opportunity to get out there and show your home to the world. And if your agent is putting your house into the MLS and just putting an open house out there, they're just not doing enough to create value for you and for your home. Once we've taken on our marketing plan and we started that kicking in the right gear, if we're priced at the right price point and we do the right marketing and the house is prepared to show in the way that it needs to be prepared, we're going to get multiple offers. It's not a magical price point here. It's a multiple offer expectation. If we were to list the home that we just listed for $235,000 and we got 9 offers, maybe 10, if we were to list that home for $250,000, we could have had 0 offers, or maybe 1. Or we could have priced it for $220,000 and we could have had 45 offers. But you know what? Sometimes finding that perfect price point, when you combine it with the marketing strategy, creates a multiple offer expectation as compared to situation. We walk in the door knowing we're going to get multiple offers. It's just a matter of how we're managing them and managing the expectations of the sellers. So if you've considered listing your home, I would encourage you to strongly sit down with your real estate professional, discuss your opportunity, and if you haven't considered listing your home, maybe you should be talking to somebody, because right now the market is so hot and interest rates are so low that it's going to create an opportunity for you to move on to the home that you might have dreamed you could never afford. With that having been said, take a look at what's going on in Baltimore over the next couple of weeks. This weekend we have the Made in Maryland Expo. If you've not been to Howard County Fairgrounds, it's right there off Route 70. It's a great little venue. They have the Made in Maryland Expo. It's $5 to get in, and everything in the event is small arts and crafts, food and drinks made in Maryland. It's a fun way to kind of try out some different things, especially if you're a big Etsy or Pinterest type person. This is your show. It's right there at Howard County Fairgrounds on the 7th. And then this is the second Sunday of the month, so March 8th. Full Tilt Brewing, if you haven't been, it's right down the street from our office over there off of York Road. Full Tilt Brewing hosts a second Sunday seafood festival. So they bring in food trucks, and they have the food truck there from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., and they feature different food truck seafood trucks, if you will. It's a great way to try out a new local brewery in Full Tilt Brewing, and shout out to Live Baltimore for their new brew over there at Full Tilt, the I Love Charm City beer, which is actually really good. You should stop by and try it. Obviously there's no cover, there's no door charge, but it's certainly a fun time to get into a local brewery and have some local food. Until next week, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.